Hello everybody, we are in a new setting today. Yeah, I live between two places, so if you don't know about that, that's all on my main channel, which is right here. So if you want to know more about that, yeah, I'm in second place today. These are like the two settings that you'll mostly see me in, maybe every now and then somewhere else, but these two are the main. How are we? Are we so good? Because I hope so. Anyway, today I want to talk about being too hard on yourself. This is a topic that I'm also going to be speaking from experience. So I guess I'll just give you guys a little story. I think I talked about this before in one of my other ones, but I don't think I give very much details. I think I talked about in perseverance. That video, I think I talked about it. But yeah, over this past summer, there's this sin, and I felt so guilty about it. Like I literally would spend like hours crying to God about it and be like, God, like I don't know why I did this, please help me, what do I do? And I think I was a little too busy crying to listen because I was really upset and really guilty. But that's when he like gave me James and on like the perseverance and the trials and whatever, and you know, that's good and that's great and we love that. But he was also very patient with me. And I think that that was very helpful because I received love by people being patient and gentle with me. And so I could just feel him when I was like just talking to him about it. I could just feel him being so patient and gentle with me, being like, it's okay, like it's okay, we're fine, we're good, it's okay, I literally forgive you. I forgave you before you did it, like you're fine. And I, you know, couldn't hear him because I was really upset and really guilty. So that's what I'm talking about, is being too hard on yourself, because I can be a little perfectionist when it comes to things that are important to me. So talking about my flaws isn't that great. We love talking about my flaws. Anyway, yeah, we're gonna talk about being too hard on yourself because I can be a little hard on myself, and I think that I've learned a little bit about how to not be so hard on myself. I think I've learned, I don't know. God has given me these topics, okay? Like I am not picking them. He's telling me what to talk about. So I hope you know that this is like, I wouldn't be talking about this. I wouldn't be sharing my personal business, okay, on the internet. But he's telling me to, so you know, whatever he says, I do. So I guess like I just want to start like with saying that there's like no way ever we could be perfect. Like the only person who was ever perfect was Jesus himself, and nobody else, just him. In the entire world of people, just Jesus was perfect. So there's no way that we could ever be so perfect and never be sinless ever, because then there would be no point in him dying for us. The cross was not like a one and done situation. The cross is very supernatural if you think about it. Like how does a man dying cover all of humanity? You know, there's just no way that something like that so like profound could be just one and done and be so simple, you know? So it's very deep and it's very special and it's very beyond our understanding. And so I don't think that he would be like, yeah, well, he's gonna die for you this time, but all the other times you're on your own. Actually, no, he said, I'm dying for you forever, basically. Like I died for you for your eternity. That was the whole point, so that you could have eternity and live forever. And it also, like, that reflects back to love, because his love was so great to be like, yeah, like I am gonna go on earth, the earth that I created, and I'm gonna die for that person right there because I love them so very much and I want to spend forever with them. So there's just no way that he would be like, yeah, actually, but just one time, then you're on your own for the rest. Because the Bible tells us that not one of us is righteous. So if not one of us is righteous, if not one of us is righteous, sorry, I'm messing my words there. If not one of us is righteous, then none of us are qualified to go to heaven. None of us are qualified to even talk to God, really. Like, who are we to even talk to a perfect God? The point is that none of us are perfect. None of us are qualified. None of us are good. We're all bad. We all have sinned. We all whatever. And he knew that, and he chose to die for that, knowing that you have flaws, knowing that you were going to sin again, knowing all of the things that you were ever going to do. Like, he already knew before you were born the sin that you were going to do this day at this time at this hour. Like, he already knew, and decided, I'm going to die for you because I love you that much. Not only that, but we were never asked to be perfect. To get to the Father is through Jesus. That's a verse. Put it right there somewhere. He already told us that there is no way that we could do it on our own, and that we need him. So, like, if you think about who you were before Christ, and if you're anything like me, it's like, oh, like, don't look at her. But he, just to think about the fact that he loved her just as much as he loves me now, like that's, he's so sweet. Like, and it like goes back to my other video that I talked about before too, is that like, he doesn't see you for your sin. He doesn't look at you and go, oh yeah, you're the person that did this, this, and this, and this. No, he looks at you and says, oh, that's my beautiful child. Actually, I love that person. I adore that person. He doesn't keep track. Like, he literally forgives as soon as you ask him to, and forgets it. He's like, you did what? Don't remember you did that, sorry. And I think that that's just so beautiful, because in a God that knows everything and created everything and can do anything he wants, and he chooses to love you, he chooses to forgive you, he chooses to forget your sin that you did against him. Yeah, there's literally no one like him. You know, of course, he loves when you do spend time with him and you do, you know, try not to sin and everything, but he still loves you the same. Like, there's no like amount of work that you could do to make him be like, oh yeah, I love you more today than yesterday, because yesterday you did that and today you did this. His love never changes, and it's everlasting, and it's forever, and he never changes. And he's so faithful and so committed that like, he's committed to you just as much as that day that you sinned versus today when you spread the word to 50,000 people. And I think that he just wants you to be so genuine with him, you know? He just wants you to be honest. Think about like a parent and like a little kid, and you know, little kid did something wasn't supposed to do, but the parent, you know, was like, just be honest with me, just tell me. It's so like, you will save yourself so much trouble and so much time if you're just honest. And so I think that's what he wants, is that he wants you to be honest with him, no matter like what it is. Maybe you want to keep doing this, and maybe it's not even just like, oops, sorry, I did that. It's like, I want to keep doing it. He wants you to be honest about that. Like, go talk to him about that. I literally mean it. He wants you to talk to him about it. He wants a genuine relationship where you can be honest and genuine and not performative. He doesn't want you to be like, yeah, I'm sorry I did that, but I'm also going to avoid you because I feel really bad, and I'm just saying sorry because I feel bad. Like, I don't even know how to explain what I'm saying right now, but he doesn't want you to be performative. He just wants you to be honest and genuine and come to him with a humble heart, because, you know, thinking that we can be perfect is also prideful. Sorry. But he wants, you know, have a humble heart, a humble and repentive heart, and come to him and be like, I did this and I'm sorry, please help me fix it. And it's fixed. Like, I remember I wanted to handle it by myself. That was another thing. I wanted to handle this situation by myself. So it was taking a lot of energy and a lot of time and tears out of me. But I just refused to talk to anybody about it because I was so ashamed. And so I went to church or whatever, and I was trying to get my mind off of it, but it just kept coming back, and it was still in my head. And I was like, okay, you know what? Like, I need to talk to somebody about this, but I don't know who, because my mom was out of town too, so I couldn't talk to my mom. I had to talk to somebody in the church. And so God pointed out this lovely lady, and I love her so very much. She is the pastor's wife. And so I was like, hey, can I talk to you? And she was like, yeah, of course. And so we talked, and it really, really helped. And I think it was really, truly God telling me to go talk to her, because she related so much to what I was saying, and it made me feel better that I was not the only one. There's something up with my voice today. Please ignore it. Anyway, yeah, so we related a lot, and it made me feel a lot safer and a lot more comfortable. And she gave me this example of how when she was feeling that way, where she was so guilty, just upset with herself for not like being perfect and, you know, having flaws and messing up, she told me that her husband said that he doesn't look at it that way, but he looks at it as a gift and as something to thank God for. And that like changed my perspective so very much, to like now when I get convicted, it's like oh, sorry I did that, but thank you for telling me. Because the Bible literally tells us, all these verses right here, that it is a good thing to be corrected by God. God corrects those who he loves. And if he didn't care about what you did or what you said or whatever, if he didn't care, he wouldn't correct you. And that's like, it's such a fatherly love if you think about it, because he wants you to be the best version of yourself, and doesn't want you to hurt somebody, doesn't want you to hurt yourself. And that's what all the sins are: hurting yourself, hurting other people. And he doesn't want that. He wants you to be the best version of yourself. And all of those things are the fruits of the Spirit, which is Galatians 5:22-23. Oh, I'll put that right there. These are the fruits of the Spirit. And when he's convicting you these things, I also had this prayed over me too, that when I feel certain things or I think about certain things, that they will be immediately replaced with the fruits of the Spirit. And so like that's what he wants for you. He wants the fruits of the Spirit to be replaced with the things that aren't of him. So that could be anything really. That can be just replaced with the fruits of the Spirit, because that is what he wants for you, and that is his love for you. He looks at you and says, that's my child, and I want you to be the best version of yourself, and I want you to be who I created you to be. So it literally all comes back to love. Again, he just loves you so much, he adores you so much, that he's like, I want you to be who I created you to be. But like, also, if you mess up, I still love you regardless, because I already knew that you were gonna mess up. He already knew that you were gonna mess up and still decided to die for you, still chooses to love you every day as a commitment. Love is not a feeling, it's a commitment, it's a choice, and he chooses to love you, and he likes you too. Like, it's not just like, oh, I love you because I have to. No, I love you and I like you as a person. Like, I just adore you and I'm obsessed with you. That's how he feels about you. And when you feel that way towards somebody, you want them to be happy, and you want them to live to their fullest, and you want them to be the best versions of themselves and not do things that you know will hurt them. But also, you don't expect them to be perfect, because nobody's perfect except for Jesus. So I think, yeah, definitely don't be too hard on yourself, because God isn't hard on you. You know, he responds to each of us how he knows each of us needs to be responded by. And he knows how each of us receives love and receives correction. He knows all of those things about each and every single one of us individually. And so I think shifting my focus on thanking him for correcting me instead of like, oh my gosh, I'm the worst person ever, has really helped me a lot into not being so hard on myself and to be such a perfectionist. But you know, there's a lot to unpack there, because you know, there's guilt and there's pride and there's all those things there that aren't of God. But you know, like I said, asking him and being humble and repenting, and be like, I'm sorry I did this, and truly come to him with an open heart and apologizing. I'm sorry, I repent for this, and he will replace it. Ask him to replace it with the fruits of the Spirit, and he will. He literally will, because I've seen it in my own life where these things, and it has to be a continuous prayer. For me, at least, it had to be a continuous prayer, but he has done it, and that's literally the most important. And I know that I'm gonna sin again, not that I want to, but I'm going to. I know I will, and he knows I will. He knows what I'm gonna do before I do. I don't know what I'm gonna do, but he knows. And so the best that I could do is just come to him with a humble heart and not be so prideful and thinking that I could be perfect, because I can't be. But coming to him and being like, I'm sorry I did this. Please forgive me. Please replace this with the fruit of the Spirit. Please fix this. I love you and thank you that you can do that. Thank you that you do that, that you died for me. Thank you. And he will. And he'll forget whatever it is that I did. And like, I don't know. I just think it's so amazing to think that a God that created everything and everyone and can do literally anything he wants decides to love us, chooses to love us, chooses to stay committed to us, chooses to stay faithful. He chooses these things, and it's like, it blows my mind. Like, it really blows my mind how amazing he is and how full of love he is. And so, yeah, I'm gonna work, because still I'm not perfect, so I'm gonna work on not being a perfectionist and not being so hard on myself. But yeah, so just know that I'm doing it with you, because I'm definitely not perfect. I definitely don't have anything figured out, but I know what he tells me and what he teaches me. And that's, one of the things that he's taught me is not to be so hard on myself, because he isn't hard on me at all. He's literally the most gentle, patient person, being God, that I have ever met. And he knows that that's how I receive love, and he knows that's how I receive correction. And that's why he chooses to respond to me that way. And it's so special to me. That's so special to me. And so, maybe it's the same for you, maybe it's not. Maybe there's ways that you receive it differently than I do, and that's fine. But like I said before, just seek that out and find out for yourself. It can be intimidating, but there's something so beautiful about going somewhere different, going somewhere private with God, to find those things out and find out how he responds to you, find out how he chooses to love you, how he, corrects you. All these things, find out, because it is an intimate, special thing just between you guys that only you guys will understand and know. And I think that that's so special. That's so special, to have an intimate relationship with your creator. That is so beautiful to me. I don't know, could be just me, but I love that, and I'm so grateful for that. And so, yeah, definitely don't be too hard on yourself. Don't be perfectionist. Be humble, be repentive, be honest, be genuine. Ask him to replace these things that aren't of him with the fruits of the Spirit. And so, yeah, that's my little episode today. Thanks for listening to me. Oh my goodness. Don't be too hard on yourself. He loves you just the way that you are, and he appreciates your effort for sure. I will see you guys in my next one. Bye.